vlog. It's low-key been a minute. I'm gonna just kind of give a recap of everything that's happened. So right after my last vlog, I was looking at like how to make money. I was looking around at door-to-door sales, and then my boy Jules, he's like, bro, I'm doing this door-to-door thing out in Texas. You should pull up. And I'm like, Texas, Houston for the summer? Bet this is gonna be a crazy 3 months of just locked in, like door to door, lifting, content, repeat. I was like very excited for this opportunity. And the way Jules was framing it, it sounded sunshine and rainbows. The managers put into his mind that you're gonna make 100K. And so obviously he put that into my mind, like we're gonna make 100K, we're gonna make lots of money and whatnot. And then I'm like sitting on these calls with the manager, team lead, whatever you call him. And then he starts talking about things like financial freedom and stuff of that nature and escaping the matrix. I'm like, okay, like what are we talking about? But I made the mistake of signing the contract because when you're on these sales calls, they kind of pressure you into signing the contract. And so that's what happened to me. I signed the contract, even though I felt very hesitant about it. And then some of the terms of the contract were pretty bad. It was like, you have to pay $1,000 a month for rent. Mind you, we're staying in an Airbnb. So these guys are definitely profiting off of our payment. And you provide your own flights. You have to pay fees. Like, I forget what it's called, but whenever a company signs in a new client, they have to pay certain fees, and so we were entitled to a fee. And there was certain clauses in the contract where they can kick you out at any time, but you still have to like finish paying off rent. They don't have to give you a reason for firing you. If you don't make one sale a day for 2 weeks straight, they'll fire you. You know, at the time I thought that these were realistic and that these are very attainable goals, but upon reaching out to my boy Nick, he's like, all right, something is fishy. So he hits up his other boy, currently does door to door out in the same area for a different company, and we were selling pest control, by the way. And basically the other guy goes through the contract with us, here's some of the terms, and he's like, bro, you guys are literally getting slaved. Like, this is slavery. The commission percentages were pretty bad. On top of that, they were just setting like very unrealistic expectations, but I'm already in the contract. Luckily, Nick backs out of the contract. Me and Jules are stuck in this contract. And so I'm like thinking, bro, like, how do I get out of this contract? Eventually, I'm just like rereading, overanalyzing and analyzing until I see a part that says you can terminate it yourself within 15 days. And so I terminated the contract. I don't know whether they're still gonna make me pay the rent because they threatened to make me pay or something, but there is no official documentation for any of that, which I think they have to provide. And so with that whole thing, that was like over 2 weeks where every day I was just sitting on these calls, getting blabbered about financial freedom. That was like a big chunk, and I wanted to document it, but I didn't want to document it until it was in place. That's kind of why I fell off the map with YouTube. But since then, it's been like, all right, what am I gonna do this summer? A few things. Number one, I'm 7K in debt, technically. I still have payments on my car, but it's caused me so much issues that I just want to sell it now. Take the loss. I think it's going to be a loss of about like 10K. It's totally chill, but I am broke. I'm getting rid of all my Depop clothes. I'm being completely done with that. And I want to get into the wholesale game. I want to reach out to recycling companies that are recycling like old tech. And then I'm going to flip that on eBay because there's some very good margins. Mainly going to be targeting things like computer accessories, because they have really good ROI. So that's the game plan as of now. But in 3 weeks, I'm going to Kenya. So that's kind of gonna be like a little break from everything. Also, finished applying to schools. Just heard back from OSU. Still waiting on our other 3. This next 2 months is gonna be kind of hectic. Kind of just like getting our foot into the wholesale game, traveling, doing a whole bunch of things. So I'll be for sure vlogging that now. But I'm kind of realizing, like, with my vlogs, the reason why people watch vlogs is because someone is pursuing something. And you can have all the ambition, all the drive, and all those sorts of things, but if you're not directly pursuing something, it's something that people can follow along the journey. This is basically just telling you what my life is. And that's not entertaining at all, and that's not the kind of content I want to push out. And so I will document this next series of, like, how I get into the wholesale up until, like, I'm in Miami penthouse, on my phone like this saying, dude, if you guys want to get like me, click the link in the bio or DM me how to get on a call. No, I'm kidding. I don't ever want to sell a course that's scammy. Like the only way I ever sell a course is if I actually make a meaningful skill or find meaningful information that I think could help a lot of people on a large scale. And even with that, like I'll make it free. Like I'll probably just post YouTube videos. Unless people want actual one-on-one coaching, then I would just open up like a small group. But so that's kind of like an update for now. All right, peace out, vlog. All right, yo. So right now it's Easter. Happy Easter, all my Christians, all my non-Christians. Jesus rose from the dead after 3 days. Anyways, Sunday, April 5th. So right now, I'm in the midst of selling everything I have on Depop. I have 576. I have someone coming to pick them all up tomorrow. I am not profiting the most, but it's chill. I feel like if I continue on with Depop, it's just gonna keep me there. So I'll see what kind of offer he gives me. All right, we just sold every piece of clothing. I sold it for $450, and I low-key got, I don't know if fleeced is the word, but I just wanted to get like my mind completely out of that, and so everything is gone. Now we can actually like cook up a real business. So let's find some suppliers. All right, what up, vlog? So one thing I've been like thinking about is like who to contact for these electronics. The main people I'm targeting is IT asset disposition services. I've been building a list. This is basically what I'm doing right now. I'm building a list of recycling companies. I've called these 3 plus 2 others, but a lot of them aren't getting back to me, or a lot of them just have limited contact information listed on their website. So some of them I do have to send like interest forms, and so that's what I've been doing. But I'm trying to like plan out how to contact all of these, because it's annoying just emailing, but I also hate calling. So, and I have to kind of do both. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'll actually go through a call with you guys to kind of show you what it's like. So let's do that. I'm using like a whole script I made with Claude. Not sponsored by Claude, but Claude is actually the best like chatbot AI to use. I don't know why I've been on ChatGPT for so long, but that is useless, bro. Like Claude is goated. Also, holy lighting, holy hair. Whale mom at. Let's find a company and let's do a call. All right, do I have an update for you guys? So I called a different place out in Maryland, and this first supplier, I mean, obviously we have to wait for them to like get supplies in so we can purchase, but first supplier, I mean, shoot. So I think the way I got that supplier, I went on All Surplus, I looked at government auctions, and I found suppliers that already sell on there, right? And so I just called them and I'm like, could I purchase just directly from you, skip the fees, skip the middleman of All Surplus? And they were like, yeah. So boom, I think that's the method. Screw the recycling centers. They're greedy. They're grilling me with questions. They're just doing too much. I hate that. And I just need someone, no questions asked. I just purchase from you. You're happy. I'm happy. So that's what we're moving on to. Today I'm just gonna build a list of suppliers, I guess, and then barbecue chicken from there, I guess. I'll start calling them all tomorrow and all of next week. So that's the play now, that's the plot. See y'all later. Boys, it is now April 14th, and we just secured our first pallet. I still have yet to send in the bill of lading and get all that information and like actually ship it out to me, but just paid $850 for almost 2,000 pounds, which, hey, that is not bad at all. It's actually an amazing deal. So I don't know what the expected returns on that are. It's gonna make us some money for sure. So right here, PayPal. So yeah, shipment should be coming in within the next 10 days or so. We'll see how that whole shebang bang goes, but very excited to enter this new chapter of my life. I want to stay consistent with the vlogs. Once I'm making more money, I'll probably hire out someone to shoot video for me. I know I'm speaking like very far out, but I believe that the things you can imagine become tangible. Like if you can imagine yourself in a certain position, it becomes so much more tangible. And I'm not talking about that manifestation nonsense, right? But it's like if something becomes tangible in your mind and you begin praying about it to Jesus Christ, right? Not only do you start to do things that get you towards that position, but God hears us through our prayers. He hears our desires. And prayer, like the things you pray for, are more than just the prayer. They're also in the actions you take. You don't pray, God, I want XYZ, and you don't do things that get you towards XYZ. You feel me? Like, you can't pray that, God, I want to lose weight, and just expect yourself tomorrow to magically have put off 50 pounds. You have to start doing the cardio and whatnot, and through His will, through His grace, you will achieve your goal. And I know then you can say that, oh, but it's all on my will, but nothing is on your will. Sure, you have free will, but you don't decide the outcome of your life. It is ultimately up to God, but you can do things that can get you towards your desires, and if they align with God's will, then amen, brother, you'll get that thing. So been praying a lot lately, just very thankful for this position I'm in. That's it for right now. See y'all later. Yo, what's up, vlog? Now it is currently a week later, and I have some big news. The first pallet just came. The first pallet is here, bro. Like, the camera isn't doing justice, but this thing is huge, bro. Wait, let me stand next to it. 6 foot, by the way. It's literally 5 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and it's full of everything that we wanted. It's just a bunch of chargers, and yeah, so these babies are gonna start being sold when I come back. I am about to go to Kenya tomorrow, and tomorrow's when I'm gonna edit this, and so this is, I guess, the end of the vlog. I'll talk more about this once I'm back. After this vlog, there's gonna be the Kenya vlog. Then after the Kenya vlog, we'll get back onto regular programming, but excited to make some money. I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna make with this, but we got some pretty good stuff, like MacBook charger, fat wattage chargers, 180 watts. We are gonna be balling. We're gonna be balling. So tune in for more, and I'll see y'all in a month. Peace.